Hello students, I am Manmeet Kaur, lecturer physics. Today I will teach you the chapter optics. As all of you are already studying this chapter from Rekha ma'am and Pooja ma'am, I will cover the wave optics part of this chapter. So let's come to the topic. Our topic is optics. As all of you know, optics is the branch of physics in which we study the behavior and properties of light. So here we study in this chapter we study the behavior and the properties of light, but we will also study the behavior of light in detail in next chapter. So optics is divided into two parts. One is ray optics, another is wave optics. So all of you are studying now ray optics. I am teaching you wave optics, but before going to my topic wave optics, I would like to give you the just overview of both the branches. What is ray optics, what is wave optics, what is the difference between two, without going into that much detail. When we say ray optics, the first thing comes to your mind is ray is a line. What ray is? Ray is a line. So in ray optics, we study optics is a light. So in ray optics, we study light to travel in a straight line, which is also called as the rectilinear propagation of light. And in wave optics, what we study? We study here light. We also study here light, but in the form of waves. Different theories beta came time to time regarding the behavior of the light, but I will not discuss all the theories here because we don't have that much time. My video limit is 10 or 15 minutes, so I can't go into that much detail, otherwise I'll skip the main topic, and it's also very difficult to hold mobile from one hand and writing from the another. I'm finding it very difficult. I will see in the next lecture what to do. Either I'll share the only notes or I just explain after writing it. Okay, now let's come to the point. In ray optics, we also called it as geometric or geometrical optics. And in ray optics, what is the basic difference when we are using ray optics and when we are using wave optics? We are using ray optics when wavelength of light is very less than or very less in comparison to the objects we are considering or we are dealing. When the size of the object which we are considering is very greater than the wavelength of light, then we use or we deal with the ray optics. When wavelength of light is comparable to the size of object, we use wave optics. This I will also teach you, or I will also show you when we study the interference or the diffraction phenomena. You will also see what will happen when the size of the aperture or the object which we are considering is very large in comparison to the wavelength of light. That time you will observe or study that wave is considered as a ray. It comes out to be a straight line, then wave behave as a ray. This will we study later. And now I come to my subtopic, that is wave front. Now it is clear to you, when we talk about light has all the properties. It has wavelength, it has frequency. So when we study ray optics, wavelength of light is very less than to the comparison to the size of the object we are dealing. And in wave optics, wavelength is comparable to the size of the object. Now I come to my topic, that is a wavefront. So wavefront, in here we are considering the behavior of light or nature of light in the form of wave. All of you know we draw wave like this, and when I label its angle, it's 0 degree, it's 9 pi by 2, that is 90, it's pi, it's 3 pi by 2, and it's 2 pi. The whole is, circle is from 0 to 360 degree. Now when we consider a source of light, whatever source of light you consider, it is either it is a bulb or tube light, let it be a bulb or torch. What happens when light comes out from the source? It spread out in all direction. Light spreads out in all direction. I am considering the point source, a very small source. So the light comes out from this source, spread out in all direction. In this diagram, I am showing only these 4 directions, but it's not like light comes spreading out in only these 4 directions. It is between this, 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 and everywhere. It spread out equally. But I am not showing all the rays, otherwise diagram will not look neat. So I am drawing the just waves over here, because light is in the form of waves like this here. Another is in this direction, one is in this, and another one is this. And you see, when I draw a ray, the whole angle or whole phase is from this to this. This point is 2 pi, this point is also 360 degree, this point is also 360 degree, this point is also 360 degree. When I join all the points which are on same phase, that is 2 pi, a shape comes out, an envelope. You can see this circle is drawn. This envelope is known as wave front. Or now if you join other points which are on same phase, you can draw another wave front. So what is wave front? Wave front is locus. Beta, what locus is? Locus actually is, basically locus is a set of well-defined points. Locus is a set of well-defined point. So wavefront is locus. These are all well-defined points. 2 pi, 2 pi, all are in same phase. When we join all the particles or all the points which are in same phase, we get a shape. This shape, this envelope, this circle is known as wavefront. So wavefront is a locus of all the particles of medium vibrating in same phase. Okay beta, I will explain you this wavefront also by coding an example from your day-to-day life. Beta, all of you have noticed what happened when you throw a stone in still water, or you dip your finger, or you throw a stone, or you put a stone or pebble in a still water or a bucket full of water. You will see when you throw or put this stone in still water, you will see the waves spread out in all directions. The disturbance spreads in all direction, and all the particles which I am showing you on this circle, all these particles are vibrating on the surface, So the envelope which is formed by joining these particles or dots. This envelope is known as wave front, because the surface which I show you here, it act as an envelope. Okay, and all the particles are vibrating here are in same phase. See beta, the distance of these particles from the center point is same. Maybe you can't make out in my diagram, I draw it roughly, but when you suppose this is a point source you are drawing, let it be, it is not let it be 1 centimeter, this is also 1 centimeter, this is also 1 centimeter, this is also, this distance from center point to here is 1 centimeter. And when I join or draw a circle or join all the points, an envelope comes out to be, this envelope is known as wave front. So wave front is the locus of all the points vibrating in the same phase. So depending upon the source, wavefront is of 3 types. In this lecture I will cover wavefront. Wavefront is of 3 types. One is spherical wavefront, second is cylindrical wavefront. We get different shapes of the wavefronts depending upon the source. What is the source? We get the shape of the wavefront, we get the shape of our envelope accordingly. One is spherical wavefront, cylindrical wavefront, and third is plane wavefront. Okay. When we get spherical wavefront, as you already has seen, we get spherical wavefront when this is in the form of sphere, the circles which I have drawn or shown to you here and also here. We get this spherical wavefront when the source is a point source. We get spherical wavefront when we have point source, because if I take point source of light, then the light waves which spread out all directions equally in C, and when I join we get a spherical envelope or spherical wave front. So we get a spherical wave front when we have point source. So point source always emit a spherical wave front. And when we get plane wave front, it also comes from the spherical wave front. Suppose let me show you. If we have let me have a point source here, and this is a point source which spread out light, and this light has to reach here. This is my screen where it has to be reached. And when this is a point source and the rays coming out from this point source are spherical in shape, and you can easily notice when I'm going far away from this point source, my spherical wave front, a part of a spherical wave front seems to be a plane. A part of spherical wave front seems to be a plane wave front, which we draw like this. A part of spherical wave front seems to be a plane wave front, because light rays coming out from this point source spreading out in all directions. When the rays, these spherical wave fronts are going away from this source, they are spreading, and when the distance is very large, when we are at a very large distance, from the point source, that time a small part of this is a small part of spherical wavefront, it appears to be plane. Okay, so a spherical wavefront appears a plane wavefront when we are at a large or far distance from the point source. Okay beta, this which I draw here, this I show you how a spherical wavefront appears to be a plane wavefront. When we are at a large distance from this point source, then a part of the spherical wavefront appears to be a plane wavefront, this. And when we get cylindrical wavefront, okay, cylindrical wavefront, okay, we will get, I'll show you the cylindrical wavefront by quoting an example. Okay, see, you can, all of you can easily see I am holding a pen. This pen is it act as a obstacle or object. When light falls on this pen, you can easily observe at your home. You just turn on your mobile light or any another light, and you keep this pen in front of the light. You will see the portion which it is obstacling, it blocks the light. Then where light goes from this end, upper end, and from the lower end of the pen. And you will see this is a pen. Light, you can see its shape, it is round over here or spherical. It is also round, you can see here. When the light fall on this pen, then it goes from this center part of the pen, obstruct the light. Only light goes from the upper part and the lower part. This upper part is spherical in shape and lower is also spherical in shape, and this act as a line source. Or I can say my pen act as a rectangular slit. Okay, so this then we will get a cylindrical wavefront. I will show you here. This and this, it's like a, you can assume it. So I'm showing the pen. This is the upper part, light spread out in all direction like this, and also from here. So when our source is a, what kind of source I am having? A line source. What kind of source I am having? Line source. When we have line source, what kind of wavefront we get? We will get cylindrical shape. Okay, beta, that's all for today's topic. I teach you in today's topic what is wavefront basically and its type. In the next topic or in the next session, we will study Huygens principle, but I will go slowly. If you guys find any difficulty, you can ask me or you can inbox me. Okay beta, whatever queries you have, but I will go slowly because you are learning all the chapters simultaneously, and it will be difficult for you to learn, so we go slowly. Okay, thank you.